Israel, the only democracy in the Middle East. Israel is the first country to international disasters. Remember the tsunami in Haiti, the first country to offer help was Israel. There's no such thing as apartheid in Israel. This is a lie put round by people who had their student days in the 1960s, who campaigned rightly against apartheid in South Africa, so did I. But now they wrongly make the same argument in Israel, and it's a lie. The reason they do it is because it's the only glue that keeps the left together. The only glue that keeps the left together is opposition to Israel, and PSC is pushing it. PSC is in trade unions, PSC is in schools, PSC is a pernicious, disgusting organisation. The PSC is an anti-Semitic organisation. The PSC is a racist organisation. We say no to racism in Hackney. We say no to the racist PSC. We say yes to the Israeli democracy. We say yes to the only democracy in the Middle East. We say yes to equality for all, which is what Israel stands for. We say yes for no discrimination. We say yes to the only country in the Middle East which is a member of the OECD group of democratic, prosperous states. That's Israel, the only country in the Middle East which is a member of the OECD. We say yes to the country which is at the forefront of scientific development for all. Do you know how many medicines in the National Health Service were developed in Israel? You go into hospital in England, you'll be treated with Israeli medical technology. You'll be treated with Israeli pharmaceutical drugs. You'll be treated with Israeli medicines, because Israel is there for the benefit of the world. Israel is there for the benefit of humanity. And all sensible people know that. It's only the Corbynite left who is anti-Israel. And unfortunately, despite Keir Starmer, they still exist. We say yes to Israel. We say yes to democracy. We say yes to equality for everybody. We say yes to anti-discrimination. We say yes to anti-racism.
Their mobile phones are Israeli.
Huh?
The chip on their mobile phone is Israeli.
We say yes to Israel. We say yes to equality. We say yes to opportunity for all, which is what Israel stands for. We say no to terrorism. Israel faces the same terrorism 24/7 as the terrorists who attacked London Bridge, as the terrorists who attacked Westminster Bridge. Those are the same terrorists who threaten Israel. And just as they are a threat to you, the good citizens of Hackney, they are a threat to Israelis, all Israelis. Whatever religion, whatever denomination, whatever political belief, terrorists are a threat to everybody in Israel, just as they are a threat to everybody in the United Kingdom. We say no to terrorism. We say yes to the IDF, the Israeli army, which keeps people safe. We say yes to security.